What's up, YouTube? DJ Kryptonite here, talking boxing, combat sports, and all of that jazz. We're gonna get right to it. This weekend is gonna be a big weekend for boxing. Brian Castano versus Jermell Charlo. The first fight was awesome, action-packed, a little controversial. Folks thought it could have gone either way. I think Charlo squeaked it out, so I expect nothing but fireworks in this fight. It's been a lot of exchanges between the two of these guys. I don't know if it's bad blood or just competitive blood. I'll call it competitive blood because I never like to say bad blood unless it's merited, warranted. But Charlo, it looks to be ready to go. He's been posting a lot of YouTube with his training, this week leading up to the fight this Saturday. So he's been showing a lot. Fights like this, and I don't like making it a race or culture thing, but normally fights like Mexican boxers versus black boxers or black American boxers is always big. It's big to do or big business. When you have Hispanic boxers versus black boxers, historically it's just been that way. Like De La Hoya versus Floyd Mayweather, De La Hoya versus Bernard Hopkins, Floyd Mayweather versus Cotto. With Hispanic boxers, it's always been historically that Roberto Duran versus Sugar Ray Leonard. So it's always been in play. So it's big business. If you're a fan of boxing, like I said, the Latino or Hispanic population follow their boxers fanatically, and they always come with a whole lot of fanfare and support for their combatant. So it should be a great atmosphere. It should be a great fight. My pick this time on this fight, Castano. People don't really give him credit for being a pretty good boxer. He's a pretty good boxer. He's a boxer puncher, boxer slugger type deal. But he does have some skills. And I can see this fight going either way. But I think somebody's going to get caught with a big shot in this one. I think somebody's going to get caught with a big shot because, again, it's a lot of competitive blood, and sometimes emotions get the best of you, and you do things that you wouldn't ordinarily do. And both of these guys are fairly emotional guys from what I see. At least their talk dictates that. With Charlo is visibly emotional, but these guys are fairly animated. But the problem with that is if you get too high, too low, you make yourself susceptible to shots or things that you wouldn't ordinarily, fall for, I should say, or, be exposed to. But in this particular case, they're both professionals. I think they're going to be ready. They look to be in great shape. But again, my prediction will be somebody's going to get caught with a big shot because both of these guys have power. They respect one another, but they don't mind mixing it up. And I think somebody's going to get caught. And again, 50-50 kind of fight. But I'm going to go with Charlo on this one. Not surprising. He's the guy to beat. He's probably the ranked number one in that division at 154. Until someone proves him otherwise, I got to go with him as the guy to beat. So I think maybe it'll be a late knockdown, maybe late rounds, eighth or ninth round. I see Charlo catching him with something real sweet and putting him down and ultimately finishing him. That would be my prediction. However, I wouldn't be surprised if it went the distance because both of these guys are highly skilled individuals. But that's just my take. Like I said, Charlo by TKO or KO in the eighth or ninth or right around that later rounds by stoppage. That is my prediction. And then we'll talk about it after. So everybody enjoy the fight. Should be a good one. Should be pretty explosive. So get your popcorn ready. In the words of Terrell Owens, get your popcorn ready because this should be a pretty good one. So anyway, like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think. See if you agree with my prediction. And we'll go on from there. And thanks for all the new subscribers. You guys have been great. Keep them coming. I love it. I enjoy this thing. Again, we'll be talking. Like, subscribe, comment. Everybody have a great and wonderful Thursday. Deuces.